on a new adventure.
Vaughn. This is one of my good friends from when I was back in high school. So today we're going to do something special. We're going to take him on that Ren journey and show him the artist Ren. Now, a couple things about Yvonne. He went to school for audio engineering. He also used to do rapping. He performed live, so he's familiar with all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to get his reaction and see what he thinks about Ren and Ren's art and what he does. Because you guys already know how I feel about him. I love him. So let's go ahead and get into the video a little bit. I'm not going to give him any background on Ren right now. I'm going to let him watch the first video, and then we can kind of get more into that later. But we are starting off with Hi Ren by Ren.
Ooh, I'm nervous.
So
the video looks cool.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get started and play the video, and we'll see what you think about it.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's Ren right there.
Okay, cool. Nice. He's good. Nice. I really touched the ultra Metallica in there.
I will say too, this is live, so he's doing all this music and everything, so it's not like recorded and then he's just mouthing it and all that. It's all done live.
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program. Rejoice, all your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think
I'm gonna pause just real quick. You get what's going on here though, right? Like you kind of get what's happening.
I'll be totally honest with you a little bit. I understand what he's doing. It seems like he's talking to himself, like different sides of him. But I'm paying a lot of attention to like his wordplay, like how he puts it together, and he's really good, man. He's definitely talented because it's not easy to make music like that, especially when you're trying to have a conversation and rap at the same time. So I've been looking at like the technicalities of it. Yeah, pretty good, really good.
Yeah, so I mean, you're basically on the right track. He's fighting with himself, so it's like almost like he's got two different personalities. So you've got the one personality, which is like the bad or the negativity and all that kind of stuff. And then the other one is kind of like the positive one because he's trying to find the positive outlook on everything, right? Because he's a musician. So he's talking about basically like, oh, I'm going to make it. And I know I can do something good with myself. And then the other side's like, no, you can't. You're not that guy.
Yep.
So
for real with it, man. I love it.
But I also wanted to kind of get your opinion too of like what you thought about like the actual video itself, like as far as what's going on. So like obviously, right, he's in a mental health institute. He's sitting in a wheelchair. And the other thing too that's like super impressive that I like about Ren is like I guess you would say his acting skills,
Mhm.
because like I think it's impressive too, like how he's going from like you notice when he's on like the evil side. I don't know if you notice the lights that are flickering in the background. He's got lights that
Uh-uh.
are flickering constantly, and when the good side's going, the lights are actually a little enhanced a little bit. So it kind of shows like that the difference between the two.
In Persona.
Yeah, and same with the shading on his face. So on this side, he's got the shading like so it's darker, but when he turns to the right, you can see the light is on that side of his face.
Interesting.
But
That you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one, split in two, that makes one, so you see. You gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves.
Man,
And I'll
this guy's
shake
hard
up.
on himself, bro. For real. That's crazy.
the crazy part too is it's like it's relatable too, because like you know what I mean. Like you've probably had those moments where you're just like you're fighting with yourself because like one side of you is telling you like, hey, like I'm not gonna be great. Like why would I go out and do this? Why, you know what I mean? Like I mean a good example is like the social media stuff we're doing now, like the YouTube channel, you're on TikTok, like all that kind of stuff. Or even when you were doing rap and stuff like that, like I'm sure you had those moments where you were like, man, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should post things on this because you know what if I suck? What if I do suck? And then you get that side of you that's like, nah, man, you don't suck. Like just post something, man. You know what I mean? There's the potential that you can be great.
Right.
And so what he's saying is true, and I feel like he's unfiltered about it too.
Oh, dude, 100%, bro. I totally agree with that. Yeah, it sucks, man, to have those thoughts because you want to believe in yourself, but then it just seems like that the bad guy talks a little bit more. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's a lot easier to cave into the negativity than it is the positivity.
Yeah, dude, those negative thoughts talk over your good ones all the time. That's crazy, man. I like what he said. He's pretty fucking good, man. Let's keep going.
The whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth. Your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal.
Yeah, bro. Yo, this guy's fucking epic, dude. My God, man. I'm like, yo, is this guy okay? Like, yo, you need help, bro? Like, for real, that's so crazy, dude. This guy took it to the next level.
Yeah.
That's like, I totally get what you mean, because you were telling me the other day that you feel like you don't even look at him as like, you don't put him in a genre, like you feel like he's an artist. Oh yeah, dude, this guy's totally painting pictures, my man. Like, I think he's doing something that a lot of people are scared to do.
Yeah.
Because the way he's explaining this, like, it's not like we all walk around feeling like that every day, right? But that doesn't mean that you haven't had those thoughts. And the fact that he's willing to put himself out there enough to make himself look this way, because like if you were to ask me, dude, like, yeah, I think this guy's crazy. Like, are you okay, bro? Like, this guy literally looks like he ain't acting.
Yep.
But that's what makes it so real, dude. That's crazy, bro.
That's why I was
He's
saying,
got some balls,
yeah,
man.
he's an artist
That's
because like literally he painted the picture with the scenery, the videography, everything to the point where like you're literally going, man, I don't even know if this guy's acting anymore. This is real.
Like,
Like this guy really is thinking this kind of stuff, and that's what's crazy is because I mean he is. This is truly how he feels. You know what I mean? He's just putting it into his art, which is why I really love Ren because his ability to be creative and show this kind of stuff and like make you feel it and see it and all that kind of stuff. The other thing too, I don't know if you noticed too, but like one thing I loved about in the video is I love when he like switches up the guitar, like when he kind of basically like takes over the evilness, takes over entirely.
Oh yeah, yep.
And like the guitar strings go more sharp and they're like more like so on like that, and it just builds, like you feel it kind of building up.
Oh heck yeah!
And we haven't even hit the climax yet, but
it takes a lot of like mental prowess, if you will, to figure out how you're gonna like articulate all that. That's why I'm like, dude, this guy's really good because he's literally playing the guitar while he's doing all this, and it's not like you just wake up and you start playing like that. Like that takes a lot of effort. And yeah, dude, he's got a talent.
Well, I like to like the other thing about this video is it's like it goes beyond just him or like the basics of like, oh, I doubting myself, but like when he starts to go like full into that negative side of himself, I like how it's like he's talking about basically like how it's like, hey, I'm just here, I'm the voice in your head telling you about how terrible you are, or how this isn't going to work, or how you're not this and that and that. But at the end of the day, if you try to end me, you're just ending yourself entirely. So there's no way to just end that side of you. You know what I mean? Like you have to live with it and you have to just overcome it. And so I like that he's going beyond that. Like he's talking about like, hey, this is an emotion. Like I was created at the dawn of time. You're just like a fragment of what goes on in the reality of the timeline,
Right.
So we're gonna go back a little bit to where it builds up.
To deal with right there.
Go back a little bit more where it starts to build up a little bit.
Pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate to different sides.
part, I waited to pause that because I didn't want to kill the momentum. But I mean, like, I've watched this video probably like 100 times, and I still get goosebumps from that part where he's like, he's basically imitating the positive, the good in the world,
Mhm.
and he's basically talking about like, hey, you know, like, even though there is that negative side of you, there's also the positive side, which is hope. Like, there's always hope that things will get better. So, like, I don't know about you, but like, you can literally look at my arms. Like, I've got freaking chills, and I've seen this video 100 times. But when he stands up, because he's like, and he's like singing the guitar, and he just stands up, I freaking love that part. But I don't know, what are your thoughts on like?
Bro, no, I honestly I want to keep watching. Looks like we still got a few minutes left. It's not over yet, is it?
No, he's got something else at the end.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, dude, I'm all in right now, man.
All right, we'll keep going on that.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older,
Pause
I
for a
realized
second.
there were no
Psychosis?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I don't even know if I understand that right. So what does he mean by psychosis? Like he's like
So
diagnosed as like
I'm guessing so. So I'm guessing that could be, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know what the actual diagnosis of what psychosis is, but my guess is that could be like bipolar disorder, or like depressive disorder, or even worse, like schizophrenia, things like that.
okay,
So
that's what I was wondering. I just want to
assume.
make sure I understand that right.
Yeah, but I don't know
Okay.
what depth his was. Like I said, I don't know if it is bipolar or schizophrenia or whatever it is.
Mhm.
But then yeah, he was also diagnosed with autoimmune disorder. And I think it's
Dang.
because when he was younger, he got bit by a tick or something like that. So, but we're going to go back just a little bit.
autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier.
Bro,
It is
can you
this
pause for a
eternal
second?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, man, he is saying some deep stuff. Like honestly, hearing that makes me feel good because I feel the same way. Like being 30 years old now, I am not gonna lie, dude. I feel like I've had thoughts enter my mind sometimes that I maybe didn't have ever before or very rarely. And those thoughts can spring from like emotions or things I've gone through in my life. And after going through those so many times, it's like it's almost like you level up and not always in a good way. Like those emotions level up negatively too. And sometimes those feelings make me think like, am I okay? Like, is it okay for me to have those thoughts? Like, why am I even thinking that? Like, I've never felt this way. Like, I just want to, I hope I'm not taking up too much of this, but I
Oh,
want to
you're
say
good.
one thing. I had an experience the other day, dude. Something as simple as checking the mail gave me anxiety. And that's so weird, right? It's like, why? Like, I always thought of that. Like I heard somebody say that years ago, and I remember thinking, did I feel bad for them? Like, why would they even feel like that checking the mail, bro? Because they were like anxious about bills or not knowing what's gonna show up in there,
That makes
right?
sense.
And I'm like, I never thought that would matter to me. And the other day, I went to go check the mail, and I literally had that like a small fear that like I was gonna have something in there that I didn't remember or I forgot about, and made me think like, dude, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I tripping over something as simple as checking the mail, bro? And so the fact that he's talking about it being a dance, it makes me feel good because I'm like, wow, like it really is true. As you get older, things change, and I guess the more motivated you get or positive mindset you have, like you said, they're like the brighter the light shines, the
Yep.
darker the shadow it casts.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense to me. So I think that's really cool. I really like this guy. I'm surprised, honestly. I didn't think it was. I just didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it was gonna be this good.
Yeah, it's definitely different too. But one question I do have to ask, because the one thing that caught me off guard when I first listened to this, because I think I told you, but like when I first started on this, I heard the first like probably 20 seconds, then I was like, all right, this is a bit too much. What the heck is going on? Because I'm just wondering if you kind of felt similar, like when you heard him singing that high pitched voice when he was like doing that oh, you know what I mean? Like
I mean, it is different, but it's got a jingle, you know, it's got a little ring to it, so
it's catchy after I listened to it, because I started singing it all the time in the shower, or I'd just be randomly walking and singing it, and then my kids would start singing it too. But yeah, that like when I first heard it, I was just like, "What in the hell is going on here?" I thought this was supposed to be rap. What is going on? This is like opera or something. But all right, we go back a little bit, and then we'll finish the video out.
And I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier.
100%, bro.
It
Gotta
is
lighten
this
up.
eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Dang.
That's
Epic,
it.
bro. Epic, bro. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Dude.
So
When did this song come out? Is this supposed to be like his intro to like a small biography inside the mind of Ren or something? Or?
I think it came out just over a year ago, if I remember right. But no, I'm not sure what, because he has a lot of music before this too. When I went back and like was listening to some of the stuff, he does have music before this that he was putting out. But this was kind of like what put him, I guess, essentially on the map was this. And I mean, I don't know what the inspiration is behind it, because I never really actually like researched what made him or what was the ideas behind it all. But all I know is that like this kind of just led into more art that's like this, because like I said, I mean, like just in that one video alone, to me that like separates him and it puts him in an entirely different category. Because what rapper or what musician or what person is doing that, where it's like the quality and the ability to put what he was saying into a video, and but also be able to say it so that you could actually feel it. So like for me, when I watched this for the first time, like I felt it in both ways, visually and by what he was saying. And like I said, like I hadn't really heard of a lot of artists other than like, you know, very few, like NF, maybe J. Cole, where I actually got like goosebumps as I was listening to it. So the fact that like on his first song and this was it, and I'm getting goosebumps, and like kind of like what you said, like it made me feel better, because you know what I mean? Like I feel like everybody has those thoughts where it's like it's the dark versus the light, and it's like when things are bad, you feel like it's never going to get better, but then when things are good, it's also like, man, I feel great, like life is great, everything's great. So
yeah, dude, 100%, bro. This guy is really good. I don't know. I'd like to be quite honest. I feel like this is probably something I would listen to if I was having a bad day or something, and I feel like it would help just kind of pick me up a little bit and remind you that, like you said, I mean, you know, time passes by, it's all good. Like you just gotta dance through it.
exactly. So
That's crazy.
I guess we're gonna go ahead and move on. That's gonna end this video. So we're gonna keep on going on the Ren journey. So you guys let us know, comment down below, or give us some insight on what video we should do next for Yvonne, so that we can get him going on that next video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have not subscribed, again, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Thanks to Yvonne for stopping by and actually doing the video. So a quick plug for him: if you guys have TikTok, go follow him on TikTok. I think it's Gameboy is what his TikTok name is. He's does furniture right now, so he flips and sells furniture. So go check him out. He's got a lot of great advice on business and whatnot. So, but thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.